All right, guys, good morning. Today is March 3rd, 2026. Notice I'm getting the year right. Finally, it's March. Better be getting the year right. But hopefully, you guys are all doing good. We have a lot to look at today, a lot to go through, starting with Forex Factory, as always. So, let's go ahead, check Forex Factory, open up Discord, open up Tradeovate, and go through everything top down. You guys ready? Let's do this. I keep getting amazing tape reads and losing my trade, and so I think a big lesson is really just working on that extra patience. Like, because the trade will usually come to me and not the other way around, right? Anyway, okay, we do not have any news. So, okay, sounds good. Sounds good, no worries. We'll just do what we can. So, okay, yeah, we'll just go top down from higher time frame down to lower time frame. Here we go. And got Trade of It open as well. Okay. So, all right. Daily chart. FA was saying that it could turn bullish, so that's something to consider. So let's start out by, yeah, same thing as before, as always. True opens. Okay, that's not popping up. Whoa, what is going on with YM? Dang, we got quite a big SMT with YM here with this low. So, bullish SMT with YM here so far. And we're still within this new week opening gap. FA was saying we could be bullish, but I don't know. I want to look at both sides, obviously, but I don't know. I love that we are within this weekly volume balance. Or no, daily volume balance. Like, you kind of see what I'm saying? Like, maybe we use this again. And what about with the S&P? Is there an S&P with the SMT with the S&P? Oh, there's a way more obvious one with ES. You can see this is just way cleaner. Yeah, where's true opens? I'm kind of liking this idea. I'm not gonna lie. The second opening price of the opening price of the second Sunday of the month. Where is it? Actually, we'll get that up in a second. I like this SMT, and I guess it's also SMT with this low then. Wait, no it's not. With this low. No, it's not. Well, with this low and this low it is. I don't know. This one's way more obvious. Yeah, we're just going top down. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this in my journal. So March 3rd. So you could probably say this is a weekly, at least I would call this a weekly implied gap in my version of implied gaps, right? Yeah, I like that we're kind of in the bottom of this. And you can just I kind of get the vibes of AMD to the upside. Utilizing this rejection block here. Alright, let's drop down a time frame. 12 hour forming a CRT, possibly. But we won't know for 8 more hours. Actually, no. This is still considered CRT. People saying 15-minute short is a good continuation setup. Well, I have to get down to the lower time frame first. Yeah, exactly. We'll see. Paper trading? Yeah, me too. It's all good, bro. I see nothing wrong with paper trading, genuinely. Like, just treat it like it's real, you know? And just put it in your journal and your stats as if it was real as well. What up, Kalechi? What is that emoji, bro? So yeah, this is possibly looking like a 4-hour CRT where we, very well could close back within this 4-hour candle range and then deliver back to the high of the candle range, right? Okay, so once again, this is a daily rejection block. So could this be a Phoenix model? Possibly, right? On the daily, this could be a daily rejection block. Let's look around some more. Oh yeah, I wanted to see true opens. And today is Tuesday. So if today was, low of the week, and then we had a bullish expansion week, that would be pretty textbook. Well, we got to get more information. Oh shoot, wrong screen. Also, 4-hour equal lows in NQ longs look good. Yeah, I'm still gathering information. I'm not gonna say for sure yet. Either way. No, let me turn off my phone. Yeah, because if this S&T with ES holds, then we're early on longs. That's kind of the logic behind it. But we're just gonna have to see and gather more information. So, what else was I gonna look at? Oh yeah, I was gonna look at true opens. So okay, so yeah, 4-hour CRT. We could be utilizing this daily rejection block. So this could be a daily Phoenix model, right? Just something to note. I'm not going to take that, but could it be a Phoenix model? Yeah, it could. Right? You see kind of what I'm saying? Like, if this rejection block were to hold, so let's mark this rejection block out. Boom. But once again, that's only if it held, and we don't know yet, so. So, 4-hour on the rejection block, 4-hour. It's also a daily rejection block as well. Actually, let's mark it as a daily one. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, it could end up being a 4-hour Phoenix, meaning we go all the way back up off of these lows. So, yeah, and it's possibly going to close this 4-hour CRT. So, next thing let's look at is true opens. So, I want to see true month open. Where is that? We do not have March's true month open, so let's go refer back to February's. So there's the first Sunday of the month. It was the very first printed price, and then we go over here, find this one. Okay, so true month opens right there. Okay, we are below that. And then, oh wow, we already have true week open marked out. It's right there. So true week open, we're below that. I'm liking this for longs. I am. Yeah, I'm starting to lean a little bullish, but we'll see. So we're just gathering information right now. Below, true month open, true week open. Let's drop down to a lower time frame here. go look and find midnight. And I will get rid of this rejection block in a second. But we're still gathering information. Hey, what up, Trade Stop? Good morning. Just gathering information right now. Nothing, don't take anything as a exact science right now. We're just gathering information. But right now, we do have a giant SMT with ES after somewhat sweeping these lows. And it's a giant rejection block on the 4-hour and the daily. So we're below all the true opens. These are things that I'm taking into account, but still gathering information. I so far, if I had to pick a side, I'm looking at longs, but I'm not convinced of anything yet. We're just gathering information. Because if this SMT holds after sweeping these lows, but it's gonna depend on market open as well, right? So we're just gonna have to keep gathering information. Your Tradeovate is bugged? What's going on? It won't let you place a trade? Maybe restart it? I don't know. Ask ChatGPT. And then ChatGPT helping you troubleshoot it usually helps. So, yeah, I like that we're below all these high time frame true opens. In my opinion, that is nice. So, boom. Below midnight as well. You contacted support? Good, good. Hopefully they'll help you. So, like I said, this could close this 4-hour CRT. Something to consider. Let's keep dropping down time frames here. Let's actually see if there's another SMT, right? Because we already have the giant SMT with ES. Let's see if there's another one. Maybe it would, like, for instance, this with YM would be fantastic for longs. Okay, we do not have that, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get out SB Pro. Let's get out SB Pro X. Can't forget about that. Okay. Yeah, what are you guys thinking? Let me know. We only have this one SMT. But actually, I think it's previous month's low SMT. Alright, we got the volume software pulled up here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm looking. It's pulled up on the 15-second, and I'll look at it in more detail in a second. But alright. You only trade micro gold? You're good, bro. You're good. No worries. Just focus on that. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. What's next? We need to figure out. My brain is not loading right now. What was I thinking we need to figure out? Oh yeah, if this was previous month's low. Yeah, so we do have SMT with this previous month's low. So this is a previous month's low SMT. So once again, something to consider. And if it was a bullish expansion week, nice. That's really cool that you're that you told your dad that. Okay. So yeah, previous month's low SMT. I if this were to hold, it could be nice. So SMT is previous month's low SMT. So now let's kind of get rid of this. And let's go more and let's look at more volume balances. I mean, more new week opening gaps, new day opening gaps. Okay, we're actually kind of below a lot. Let's look at weekly stat map. Let's see if I would love to see if we're at the weekly statistical manipulation. Now we like that. Okay, so this could very well be a bullish expansion week if, for instance, since we opened up here, we're at the weekly statistical manipulation level. If we expand up to these highs, right? This could be very textbook. And today is a Tuesday, right? I think today's Tuesday. Yeah, so very well possibly longs here could be setting up for the whole week because it's Tuesday. So I'm liking that we're at that weekly manipulation, and then it seems like we have opposing highs over here. That could be weekly distribution. Then we have essentially a 4-hour BPR here. 4-hour, my version of implied BPRs. And yes, this could still hold even though we've kind of closed super far down. It still very well could hold. So, like I said, this could be AMD where we have accumulation, manipulation, and then we start expanding this whole week. We also maybe, instead of using the BPR as our key level, maybe we use the rejection block as our key level. I actually like that a little better, actually. So, marking out this rejection block here. And you know, we could end up manipulating the lows and tapping consequent encroachment of this rejection block, and this idea still could be valid, right? So weekly manipulation, we are right around weekly manipulation level. With it being Tuesday, that could be setting up for a nice bullish expansion week. But way too soon to know. No, for sure, definitely speculative. Let's go ahead and put this in. Yeah, it's fine. What up, Limitless? How's it going? I'm just gathering information right now. Just gathering information. I like this is previous month's low that we have SMT with. But it's really going to depend on how the market interacts with the open, with market open probably. So how did we take previous week's low yet? Because that's an important thing to know here. Did we take it? We took previous week's low. This is nice. This is exactly what we'd want to see. And actually, if we had an SMT with previous week's low, that would be really, really nice. I don't know if we do. But if we did... Again, this is a really nice strong liquidity. Previous week's low swept right at the statistical weekly manipulation level. Oh yeah, so yeah, if it wanted to set up, let's go ahead and put this in bullish in weekly profiles. If this wanted to set up for a bullish classic expansion week, with the opposing drawn liquidity being what honestly looks like maybe was this data highs. What was Wednesday of last week? Was that data highs? No, but it feels like it is. Feels like it was. Alright, well, I don't know if it was, but it could be setting up very nicely for bullish classic expansion week. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in my journal as well. Could be setting up nicely for classic for bullish classic expansion week, being below all the true opens, with SMT having taken previous week's low, and being at the statistical weekly manipulation level on a Tuesday, right? Okay, let's keep dropping down lower time frames. We have this 4-hour for value gap here with essentially this order block, and yeah, this could be a nice order block, honestly. I like this 4-hour or this 1 hour for value gap to frame a model off of, honestly. So 1 hour for value gap, looking actually pretty nice. And as well, we have a what? So this is kind of like a Venom model a little bit, where we have you know, that V shape, and then we have the BPR here. So let's kind of mark this out as Venom, because I do kind of consider this to be Venom, honestly. With this right here being the Venom candle, or this one being the Venom candle right there. And we will check order flow, guys. We will. Man, I kind of think this will hold, honestly. So honestly, let's get rid of this 4-hour rejection block. I don't really care about that anymore. Let's get rid of this weekly daily volume imbalance. And then obviously this is the Venom candle. And you can see we've purged liquidity into that. So honestly, maybe we come use this again. Yeah, 1 hour Venom. I like that 1 hour Venom. I want to see if there's that with this previous week's low, if there was an SMT with it. Definitely make things more interesting. Whoops. So yeah, we might get a weekly reversal here. Honestly, it's pretty possible. So this is the what? Yeah. It's like we're looking at the 1 hour chart. So I just put that in the 1 hour. We might need to sweep this low, right? There's not really an internal sweep of liquidity. Previous week's low SMT is not there with YM and not there with ES. Okay. Okay, let's keep dropping down time frames, and we do want to get ready for market open because it's coming up, I think, in what, 15 minutes. So another thing we can check is higher time frame GB range. So let's go ahead and check that, and I would love to see us have this fair value gap positioned within this within a fair value gap partition of the GB range. Let's see. That is something that I really like with Venom, is it will align very well with Goldbach. Okay, that's too small. Let's run this up one. Yeah, low key, it aligns somewhat well. We're at this low of this dealing range here. So we might need to sweep liquidity down here, honestly. And then actually we're probably gonna need to go up one more dealing range, but the lower time frame might sweep out this low. Let's check this out on the one more up. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Almost. Okay, that wasn't that helpful, honestly. Okay, sometimes it can be helpful, but not today. Okay, so will we come after and reseek this low or not? Right? That's kind of the question right now. Let's look at low time frame draws and liquidity. So like session highs and stuff. Might end up being a New York reversal where we might come seek out this low and then start moving back up towards London and Asia, right? Yeah, we got London high here. We got Asia high here. I really do want to see how the 4-hour candle closes, because that's going to tell us a lot. Because that 4-hour candle might closing back within the range, and then I'd like that as CRT. So yeah, it could be a New York reversal. We might need to seek out this low though. Okay. No new week opening gaps, no new day opening gaps. We went through the New York session statistical manipulation. Okay, and then New York session statistical distribution would put us all the way up here. So that's a lot of range to capitalize on. We got market open in 10 minutes. We have a sweep of that low. So we kind of do have somewhat of an internal sweep. Posed against London highs here. Oh yeah, we're gonna check order flow. I will check it. I want to see on the higher time frame if we have absorption. So let's go ahead and check that. Or we might just need to look at it on the 1 hour. Okay. It might be kind of crazy, a little bit of a mess here. Like I said, it's kind of a little bit of a mess because I have the So let's turn it down. I don't really want to mess with it. let's just look at the delta in these candles. Oh yeah, lots of market selling within sweeping previous week's low. So, and then we do have what, an outside bar, I think, on the on the hourly. Yeah, so it's an outside bar on the 1 hour. We're actually retesting it. So, I really like that. And we had a lot of absorption of after taking previous week's low within these candles, and then aggression off of the outside bar. Bet. Okay. This is actually really, really nice. So once again, let's go back to this 1 hour chart here. So 1 hour outside bar, right, where we have old candle here. Dude, I want to take this 1 hour outside bar. This is nice. I'm not going to. I'll find a lower time frame entry, but yeah, 1 hour outside bar delivering from this fair value gap. We could project this out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably just projected 3 because I think that's around where the New York statistical distribution is. So yeah, and it's also London high. So London high looks kind of nice. -1 hour outside bar, and once again we have absorption of negative 1,176. Negative 1,176 within this candle, which is exactly what we want to see. We want to see market selling into a liquidity sweep, and then we have aggression when we get the outside bar of 574. This is exactly what we want to see. So bang, aggression with the outside bar, and absorption with the candle before the outside bar. Let's go ahead and put that in my journal. Outside bar that absorbed, had absorption taking previous week's low, and then aggression on the formation of the outside bar. Okay. Yeah, so I'm bullish. Honestly, I'm pretty bullish. 1 hour outside bar just got retested. Let's kind of bring this out. Delivering from this venom. And honestly, 1 hour, my version of 1 hour implied gaps right here. So I like this kind of implied area right here. So now we're getting displacement off of this. Good. So yeah, now I'm expecting us to kind of start to move higher. Market open coming in very soon here. And we somewhat have a change in state. I don't know if it's an obvious one, but okay. It's also one out that order block, because the candle prior to the outside bar was an order block. So then we actually utilize this 15-minute volume imbalance all the way down here, right at the New York statistical manipulation level. Bang, and you can see we're delivering off of that. Sounds good, bro. Sounds good. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, sorry I couldn't get you a trade. But I'm just doing top down, I guess. So yeah, delivering from this 15-minute volume imbalance. So I really like, we do have equal lows here, but I really like this as a 15-minute, 1-minute model off of this volume imbalance. I like this opposing LRR here. And this should be rocket fuel to expand us higher. Oh, we're getting a 1-minute outside bar here. At market open. Okay, let's go ahead and try this.
Order filled.
And I'll take profit at the LRR. Alright, I'll trail one. Trail the other.
Order filled.
Alright, we're all out there. W. Alright, I'm done for the day. That was 3.5R. W. Okay, I'm done for the day. Where's my phone at? I think that was 3R, right? 80, 120, 80, 160, 240. Looks like it was 3.5R. Nice, bro. Alright. What? How long did that trade take? Like 20 seconds? Hey, thanks, Javier. That was so sick. Uh, what was that? 2 minute outside bar, I think. Yeah, it's 2 minute outside bar. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the day. That was crazy. That was pretty cool. Should I keep tape reading or what? I'll keep tape reading. I'm gonna leave the stream going. I'll just do more tape reads, but I'm not taking any more trades. So we have this inversion here. This will probably just be good as a scalp up to this high. Maybe better to just target the midpoint of the rejection block. You could also target these equal highs. I kind of would want to see if there was S&T there though, but and yeah, I'd definitely be break even on this. Whoops. Is there SMT there? SMT with this low here. And you can see we swept out equal lows. Where's the true session open anyway? Why didn't I mark that out? That was something I should have marked out from the very beginning. That was a mistake. Yeah. Long's really nice. Javier, did you take that outside bar? So at this point, I'm at break even, so. Actually, I obviously would have had a TP1 here. I already said that. I would have had TP1 here. And then I would have had TP2 here. Oh, no way. Oh, that's funny. Alright, so I would have hit TP1 and TP2, and then the rest stopped at break even on that. I will keep tape reading, guys. I need to get the chart time. Why did I get rid of 730 again? Bro. Why did I do that? I'm not taking any more trades today, though, because I'm content. But I will take more tape reads. Yeah, we're going to go higher. We hit the New York statistical manipulation. I mean, we still have equal highs here. And yeah, we do have equal lows, but nice. W. Now we have another Venom model right here, actually. So we could tape read this Venom model, guys. I've never tape read a Venom model. That's the beauty of being able to tape read, is I don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about anything because it's a tape read. So we'll tape read this Venom model here. Probably the order block entry. With the idea that this should be high resistance. And then we'll go ahead and enter on the order block. So this Venom candle right here. Once again, I think we took 922 as well. Yep, we did. So Powell Trades is probably taking this rejection block here, because this rejection block will be below 922. I'm going to take this as a Venom model So I'm gonna enter on the Venom candle right there. So that was my entry. So boom. Stop loss below the order block. And then project out the order block. One, two, three, four. So what is this? One contract. Let's pretend we have more than one contract. Okay. Because in the future we will, right? And we got 7 projections lining up pretty well here. So we're ending up using this rejection block here on the 32nd. Below the true opens. This is just a tape read for fun. Did it not normally have ads in the middle? I thought YouTube already put ads on them. If it's annoying, I can turn them off. But it basically allowed me to be monetized, so I just said yes. But if it's annoying, I can turn it off. Let me know. But turn it off. TP one hit. Oh, it's a good thing. Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm glad you agree. Yeah. I thought they already put ads on it, so I was like, well, if they're already putting ads on it, might as well. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Honestly, if you had conviction, you wouldn't need to go break even here. This is high resistance. So if you didn't, we'll just look at it. If you didn't go break even, what would happen? Realistically, I'd go break even. So once again, I would have gone break even, but I am curious to see if this plays out. Alright, yeah. So I would have gone PP1 and break even. Kind of surprised because I thought if it was bullish, it would just go. Anyway, that Venom model worked out for a bit. You can see I had obviously a good break-even spot, so there was no reason why that trade should have been a loss, right? Let's go ahead and check absorption. So we want to see right here, if we're still bullish, we should see quite a bit of absorption here. So if we're still bullish, we want to see some absorption. And it looks like we are getting a bit of absorption, negative 258 on that red candle there. Lots of whales trapped here. Lots of whales trapped here, right? Or wait, hold on. No, I'm thinking of it wrong. If there's market buyer, it's the opposite. Sorry, I was thinking the opposite. But yeah, we are getting some market selling into these lows. Still bullish. Where's the first presented for value gap? Alright, this might, where's that? First presented for value gap is right here. If I was bearish, you could look for a rejection of this gap. Right? That's something you could look at. I don't know. Let's just look at it for fun because it might be bearish. Who knows? Yeah, so we just got a rejection of it. So watch this. I'm going to tape read this. And now we have equal lows down here, remember? Just a tape read. It's not a real trade. Okay, break even right here. And you could do TP1. Oh, well, let's break even. Still could play out. But like I said, I've been wanting to be bullish. It might play out still. Right? It might still play out. But I probably shouldn't tape read stuff that I wouldn't take. That was a mistake. I'm not gonna be tapering stuff that I wouldn't take normally. Oh, this inversion for value gap kind of looks good. Oh, but it did not inverse. Let's see. It has not inversed yet. Dang, so the first strike is playing out. Dang. So this initial trade, I told you guys it could still play out, and it is. I hate removing and adding trades back and forth, but yeah, so because of that, I'm not gonna have the trade on the chart, but you know, there's a case to be made that that could be first strike. It just depends if the market's bearish or bullish. You see how we use true session open, by the way, above the first center for value gap? Where's the RT? Oh, I didn't check the RTH gap. Where is it? Oh. Oh, it's the upside. Okay. I was like... So yeah, the RTH gap is to the upside. I think we should at least go to the midpoint of it. Which would put us at... Yeah, it looks like we're generating liquidity to the upside. I still think the higher time frame is bullish, but I'm wondering if there'll be if we're gonna go seek those equal lows first. Yeah, you can see first strike playing out here, right? The first strike that I talked about, the short to the downside off of this 15-second change in state off of the first center for value gap. You can see it's playing out here. So all the time when everyone was saying, "Oh, first strike is hindsight," is it really? Is it really? Because I'm calling it live right now. Yeah. So honestly, this was like I somewhat tape read this, but not really. Like I did remove the trade. Yeah, and honestly, you could have just taken it down to this low. Once again, not like I would have been break even. So this is kind of tricky price action. I'm not gonna lie, but I would have been break even all the way up there. So that's the hard part about tape trading, you know. We just got an outside bar on the 15-second to the upside here. Did we get S&T with that low? And this outside bar, once again, it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles. But you probably need to go break even at that high. So it'd be break even. Guys, trading's hard. Right now, it's definitely. This is why I'm done. This is why I was done right after I hit that trade, is because I just know like I don't need to keep trading. We got a whale that displaced price lower here. 89 contracts. On this, essentially this inversion for value gap. So yeah, we basically got an inversion for value gap right here of this implied-ish type for value gap. I would just mark out the for value gap like this. And we had a delivery from the first presented for value gap. And we had absorption within this candle. And then aggression within this candle. Was there bearish SMT with this high? Ah, yes. Yes, there was. With YM for sure. And with ES, was there? I don't know. Yeah, I honestly I like this trade a lot. This first strike, but aligned with an inversion for value gap instead of a change state delivery. And once again, we had absorption and aggression within this inversion. Such a nice trade, dang. So yeah, absorption within this candle of 185. We had absorption within this candle of 7. exactly what we wanted to see. And we had a massive whale of 89 cons, aggress price lower there. So much aggression on this candle here. Dang, bro. And now we're going back up. So I guess you'd probably just need to take profit right here. Honestly. Because now it's a whole separate idea where the market's coming back up now. So, but yeah, you probably just need to take profit at this low. Obviously, it's high resistant right now. And it probably won't not be high resistant until we get to these equal lows. See, I like this first strike here, especially on the retest. Down to this low. Let's see. Okay. Oh, we gotta make a new folder for March, huh? March 2026. And we have 10 o'clock. First strike. 1 minute aligned with the 15-second with an inversion for value gap. Aligned with absorption and aggression. Oh, my phone's dead. Dang it. Oh, no one's even watching. I might end the stream. no one's watching. This is nice. Nice displacement, but it might still be high resistant. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like it will be. Oops. Yeah, this is gonna be high resistant. I'm gonna taper to trade back down off the first presenter for value gap. Oh, never mind actually. But it did not get a good close, so this still could be high resistant though. Just kind of depends. Okay, never mind. It's looking low resistant now. Actually, unless it reverses right here. Yeah, it might. Okay, watch this trade. Down to the equal lows. Whoops. Yeah, this is really really nice. There's TP3 hit. TP4 hit. Yeah, I'm gonna be done for the day. And then I'll put the trailing stop in right here. Whoops. TP5 trail. Alright. Okay, I'm done for the day. That was awesome. Hey, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Finally, like someone's watching at least. At least Javier's there in my corner watching. No one else cares, bro. But we just smacked a banger 4.3R here. So with that, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.